Today is Wednesday, June 19th at 9 a.m. and in an hour, the two-day injunction hearing will start that will see if the People's Circle of Palestine will be cleared out of King's College Circle at the University of Toronto. This pro-Palestine encampment started on May 3rd and has been continuing since then. Despite the university's attempt to clear it for graduation on June 3rd, the encampment has still been continuing on to this day.
We have been in conversation with them. Again, the demands still have not been met, which is why we're here.
Today, U of T is seeking an injunction to end this encampment and call the police on their own students and clear this encampment. And so we have been negotiating with the administration prior to this, and our lawyers received sort of indications that U of T was interested in reaching a settlement and a deal prior to the start of today's hearing. And so yesterday we presented them with an offer, but U of T rejected it, and we decided to put the idea out there that U of T should divest from all arms manufacturers and end their complicity in not just this genocide but all genocides. And even that U of T refused, which again just goes to show where their interests lie. So you will hear in the arguments today that what U of T is asking for is for authorization for any sort of protest to be held on campus. Which is, odd given that protests are meant to be disruptive. They are meant to not be authorized, right? Otherwise, they would not be a protest.
Can I just hear, why did you want to go to the hearing today?
So I wanted to go to the hearing for two reasons. For one, I think this is a crucial turning point in the history for Palestine solidarity and justice for Palestinians, because this encampment is one of the longest encampments for Palestine happening across the world. And if this is successful, if the court hearing goes in our favor and we are considered as lawfully occupying the lawn, then it's going to be a huge step. So I think this will be a historic moment, regardless of what the outcome is. And secondly, I just want to hear the arguments on both sides. I am curious actually as to what the university's lawyers have to say.
So as an alumni of U of T, what does it mean for you to see the university trying to clear out this encampment?
For me, the greatest pride in associating myself with U of T comes from the fact that there's people like this who are doing the encampment, who are protesting there, who are creating an intellectual and safe space. I would just like to close off by saying that this issue of divestment is something that is going to happen no matter when. It's going to happen sooner or later. And I think most people realize this. The university administration itself also realizes it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's a matter of when the university has the courage to speak up to its donors perhaps, or some internal administrators who are opposed to this, and to say that this is right.
Today is Thursday, June 20th. We are outside the Ontario Superior Courthouse on University Avenue on day 2 of U of T's injunction hearing and day 49 of the ongoing student encampment. Yesterday we heard concerns from the university, and now we will hear from student organizers and their concerns regarding the conflict.
It was made clear today that claims of discomfort emphasized by the university in court and their public releases are steeped in a racist fear of Palestinians and Palestinian culture, as well as a willful mischaracterization of our intentions based on harmful stereotypes. Instead of enshrining a definition of anti-Palestinian racism, the administration perpetuates that same racism in their statements and legal arguments, calling us dangerous and violent despite our peacefulness, and perpetuating claims of fear and discomfort at the sight of our people's symbols is clear-cut anti-Palestinian racism from our own university. Palestinians are not seen as equals. The genocide of my people, my family, continues, yet I am not allowed to speak about it without repercussions. We will not be silenced and not be fazed by any intimidation or threats from the university, legal or otherwise.
Regarding the violence that the university has spoken to, it is all risk of violence. And the university itself noted that much of that risk was actually attributable to counter-protesters, not the encampment protest itself. Again, in fact, even the university would agree that the encampment has an explicit principle to avoid escalation because that violence is coming from counter-protesters. So in short, our case is that the students should not be punished for the racist actions of others. The university today in court ended its remarks saying it is not its intention to quash free speech. They said they brought this injunction, in fact, to protect everyone's free speech. But look to their actions. Look to the order they asked this court for. Justice Conan, who is the judge presiding in this case, today in court stated, "I understand that any social progress has been because of some form of protest. It has been because of a group of troublemakers that disrupted the existing order. That is the only way there has been social advancement." The students before us are reminding us that war is a choice. That choice is ours to support or oppose.